What up, y'all? It's your boy, Steez. Who? I'm back here again with another video. Hey, yo, do me a favor. Don't ever in your life be this nigga right here. Because this nigga right here is wildin'. He doing some Olympic dick right. So I'm making this video as a way to prevent all of y'all to not become this nigga. Because I care about you guys, man. I don't want to see you go out like this dude, man. So check this out. A lot has happened since I dropped my last video. If you haven't seen my last video, I was basically talking about J. Cole and his apology that he made towards Kendrick Lamar for dissing him. And I had some harsh words for J. Cole. And you know what? After hearing the song Meet the Grams, I actually felt like I was being too harsh, but then I heard this nigga rap on Grippy. Now I feel like J. Cole owed me an apology. Hey Jermaine, what the hell wrong with you, bro? Nigga, you 39 years old. Why you rapping like that, man? I wish I was in the studio with J. Cole when he was writing that. I would have snatched the notepad from this nigga, man. But I digress. Shout out to J. Cole. I love you, man. But like I was saying, a lot of things have happened since I dropped my last video. And throughout the whole thing, I swear, I think I was going through a whole emotional roller coaster. Because this beef is one of the craziest beefs I ever seen, and I just knew I had to make a video about all of this. So I'm gonna give y'all my late ass commentary about this whole thing. So I'm gonna start it off by talking about Drake's diss song Push Ups. For those of y'all that don't know, Drake made a diss song called Push Ups where he disses not only Kendrick Lamar but several other rappers that came at him. And real talk, I actually thought this song was pretty good. He most definitely had some funny bars in here. His Big Steppers line was hilarious to me. Not to mention the artwork for the song is taking a jab at Kendrick too. My nigga, that's hilarious. I also like the way he flipped Kendrick's Michael Jackson line on him. I don't know, man. I thought that was pretty cool. He also makes fun of his contract situation, basically saying that Top takes 50%. But I don't know. I thought that was kind of weird because, nigga, not too long ago, you was in a bad deal too. That nigga Pusha T was making fun of Drake for being in that type of deal that he was. And I also thought it was weird that Drake was making fun of Kendrick for collaborating with pop artists, because that nigga is somewhat of a pop artist himself. But in Drake's defense, I think he was just dissing Kendrick on that because of the type of rapper he is and what people think he's supposed to represent. But I don't know, that's just my guess. Drake also takes a shot at Kendrick's fiance Whitney, and the line that he has is, "I be with some bodyguards like Whitney." For those of y'all that don't know, this is a reference to the Whitney Houston movie called The Bodyguard, and in that movie Whitney Houston sleeps with the bodyguard. So this nigga was trying to imply that Kendrick's fiance had an affair with a bodyguard, I guess. This nigga always bringing up somebody's wife or girlfriend. This nigga hates couples, god damn. But anyway, I don't want to talk about this song too long. I thought it was fire and I thought it was a good response. Now for those of y'all that don't know, that fat ass nigga Rick Ross actually responded to Drake. Now this song was alright, most definitely had some funny jabs in there. One of the funniest things about this song is the artwork for this song, because the artwork for this song is a white man that looks exactly like Drake. Is that a real nigga? I'd be messed up if it was. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's AI, but I don't know. Either way, it's funny as hell. I also thought it was funny that he kept calling him a white boy throughout the song and pointing out the fact that this nigga done got surgeries on himself. I mean, overall, I thought the song was pretty good. It was some good rapping by Rick Ross. So after the song dropped, both of these niggas was going back and forth on Instagram. They was trying to flex on each other or whatever, basically getting into a rich nigga battle. Bro, real talk, I don't give a damn about none of that. The price of everything has increased. Y'all think I care about this? But Rick Ross was being hilarious on Instagram. He kept making fun of his surgeries, and he started calling this nigga BBL Drizzy. After he started calling this nigga that, everybody started saying it. And I'm pretty sure y'all already know, Metro Boomin actually made a song out of it too. Now, in the midst of this back and forth between Rick Ross and Drake, people was wondering, where the hell is Kendrick Lamar? Because Kendrick was not saying anything on social media. He didn't drop any other songs after that. He was just dead silent. So it made a lot of people think that this nigga was scared. And one of those people that thought that Kendrick was scared was Drake himself. Drake was taunting Kendrick on social media, and he also ended up dropping another diss song called Tailor Made Freestyle. Now, unlike Push Ups, Tailor Made Freestyle was directly aimed at Kendrick and nobody else. Now in Tailor Made Freestyle, Drake uses AI to sound like Tupac and Snoop Dogg. Nigga, hold up. Why you using AI as Snoop Dogg? This nigga still alive. Oh, dumbass nigga. All you had to do was just offer this nigga a bag of weed. He would have did it for free. I sounded mad as hell. My fault, y'all. I promise I ain't mad.
I don't understand. Why you so mad?
Anyway, like I said, he uses AI to sound like Tupac and Snoop. And in the song, AI Tupac and AI Snoop are trying to convince Kendrick to hurry up and drop his diss towards Drake, and they're giving him ideas of what he could use against Drake. One of those ideas is for Kendrick to mention Drake like a young Drake. My nigga, Why would you say that on your own diss song? Why are you giving niggas ammo? I mean, look, I get it. He trying to pull a 8 Mile. He trying to say things that he could potentially say first, just like Eminem off of 8 Mile. But bro, allegations like that is not something that you can use the 8 Mile tactic on. But you know what? We'll revisit this topic later in this video.
When you say teenage, how old are we talking?
Tailor-Made Freestyle is a disrespectful ass song. Not only because Drake is using a dead man to diss a nigga, but because Tupac and Snoop are obviously West Coast legends, and also because Tupac is somebody that Kendrick has always looked up to and admired. And I'm gonna keep it all the way 100 with y'all. I wasn't really feeling this song like that. Now, when this song dropped, I had a friend over. He's a diehard Drake fan, and when he saw Drake post this on his Instagram, he was losing his mind. And I ain't want to sound like a hater, but inside my head, I was thinking,
you like that shit?
Bro, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. I just thought the song was corny. Drake's third verse was cool, but all that AI shit is whack. Plus, it was weird listening to Tupac and Snoop rapping Drake's flow. It just don't match. Sorry, Drake fans. Now, the song did get a lot of mixed reactions, but once again, niggas is asking the question, was where the hell is Kendrick? This had a lot of niggas in the media talking shit, and one of those niggas is DJ Academics. DJ Academics was pretty much putting a timer on Kendrick, and when he did that, a lot of people was starting to think that he would never respond, and a lot of Drake fans was already declaring Drake the winner. And like I said, niggas was really thinking that Kendrick was scared, and I was confused by that, cause Kendrick Lamar is a nigga that grew up in Compton surrounded by blood. Y'all really think that this nigga would be scared of this nigga? Nigga, please, he look like a Puerto Rican Urkel. Like, be for real. And I knew Kendrick was going to respond. He was just going to respond on his own time, and I ended up being right, because on April 30th, Kendrick Lamar finally responded with his track Euphoria. And nigga, I'm gonna be 100 with y'all, Kendrick was cooking this nigga on this. This nigga was really going in on Drake for a whole entire 6 minutes. And the craziest thing about it is it didn't even really feel like 6 minutes. There was no part of the song that felt wasted or felt like filler. I really did enjoy the whole entire song. Now, Kendrick was disrespecting Drake on a lot of stuff. Shit, even the title of the song is a diss to Drake. But one common thing that he was dissing him on, and in the other song, was Drake's identity. He alleges that Drake is an imposter, a massive manipulator, and somebody who's not really a part of black culture. Overall, this was a pretty good song. Kendrick was rapping his ass off on this song. The funniest thing about it is, on Tailor-Made Freestyle, Drake was telling Kendrick that his diss song better come with a whole bunch of entendres. And this nigga quite literally did that with this song and the other songs after it. However, one of the criticisms that I saw of this song was that this song didn't come with any new information. The only thing that you could probably say was new information was that Drake allegedly sent a cease and desist for the song Like That. Kendrick also says that he paid to get dirt on him, and that he sent out a feature request for first person shooters. I mean, nigga, that is new information. I guess niggas is talking about information that would be considered shocking or messy. I do think that people are criticizing this because of the era that we're in now. I think this has a lot to do with Pusha T, because when Pusha T was dissing Drake on his song Story of Adidon, he pretty much revealed to us that Drake had a son. So I think because of that, there's a lot of people that have that expectation to see people get exposed with information we never heard before in a diss song. As for me, I'm not really somebody that cares. I mean, to me, if a diss song is good, a diss song is good. As long as the bars are good and you throwing some actual jabs, I don't really care if you exposing somebody or not. But that's just me. But overall, like I said, I thought this song was a good response. I like that Kendrick had a rebuttal for everything Drake said, and overall I just love the performance that Kendrick put on the song. Now, Kendrick did warn this nigga. It was basically telling this nigga to not make things personal, and when he said that, that pretty much let everybody know this nigga was not scared of Drake, and he probably had more in the chamber. Now, this nigga Drake gonna respond to Kendrick on Instagram with the scene from this movie of this white girl reading a poem about how much she hated nigga, basically poking fun at the part of the song where Kendrick lists the reasons why he hates Drake. Man, real niggas already know. That whole part of that song was a reference to DMX. Now, Kendrick did follow this up with another diss song called 616 in LA. And for those of y'all that don't know, this is a reference to Drake because Drake is known for making songs that have a timestamp in the title. The song also references a lyric that Kendrick has in Euphoria where he says, "Back to back, I like that record. I'm gonna get back to that for the record." For those of y'all that don't know, this is a direct reference to Drake's song Back to Back. Back to Back was a song that was aimed at Meek Meek Mill, and this is when Drake actually dropped 2 songs aimed at him before Meek had a chance to respond. As we can see, Kendrick did this exact tactic against Drake. Now, out of all the songs that came from this beef, I think this song might be the most underrated, because just like on Euphoria, Kendrick was rapping his ass off. Now, unlike Euphoria, this song felt more like a warning than an actual diss song. Now, remember what I said about Euphoria. One of the main criticisms of that song was Kendrick didn't reveal any new information. This nigga must have heard y'all saying that, because he most definitely revealed some new information on this one. So according to Kendrick on this song, all the niggas that work for Drake and OVO are low-key preying on his downfall, and Kendrick also alleges that there's a mole in OVO and that they working for him. Not to mention that the artwork for this song is a picture of a glove. Now, there was a lot of speculations about what this glove meant, but one of the most common assumptions about the glove is that it belonged to Drake. And like I said before, Kendrick was warning this nigga once again. He also called out DJ Academic's fat ass and said that he was compromised. Now, when this song dropped, this took a lot of people by shock, and it left a lot of people with a lot of questions. And despite all of that, Drake had still planned to drop his diss song. Now, there was a lot of hype surrounding this diss track, because Drake was hyping this up to be a nuke. And on May 3rd, Drake dropped his highly anticipated diss track, Family Matters. And nigga, this is a phenomenal ass song, nigga. What can I say? Now, Drake also dropped a music video for the song too, and the visuals were amazing as well. Now, just like Euphoria, Family Matters is a long ass song. This one is actually 7 minutes long. However, just like Euphoria, there isn't a dull moment in the song, and it's enjoyable throughout the whole entire thing. Just like Euphoria, the beat switches up 3 times, and the song is full of disrespect. Now, in this song, Drake is addressing everybody that he's beefing with. However, don't nobody give a damn about all these niggas. We here for Kendrick and Drake. Now, Drake opens up the song addressing Kendrick, and he's addressing Kendrick's bars about how he doesn't want to hear him say nigga anymore, and he starts attacking Kendrick's character. He claims that Kendrick isn't who we think he is. He says that he's not really banging the set, and he also claims that Kendrick's childhood friend Dave Free is the father of his kids. But probably the craziest thing that Drake said in this song was that Kendrick beats his fiance Whitney. Now, when this song dropped, everybody was losing their mind. And like I mentioned before, Drake went at everybody he was beefing with in this song. And I'm not gonna lie, this is some of the best rapping that I've heard from Drake. The flows, the different melodies, the bars, the jabs, the production, the beat switches, everything about this song was phenomenal. My nigga, Drake fans was rejoicing everywhere. Niggas was acting like they won the NBA championship. Cause like I said, Drake was really going in on this song. However, not even an hour later, Kendrick Lamar drops another diss song titled Meet the Gram. And I want to say something. I meant what I said about Family Matters. That was a phenomenal song by Drake. He rapped his ass off. Now, with all that being said, in terms of this song, Meet the Grams obliterates all of that. Y'all remember in Dragon Ball Z when Vegeta was fighting Buu and he ended up sacrificing himself by blowing himself up, and it was supposed to kill Buu, but turns out it didn't do shit? Yeah, that's Family Matters, my nigga. Kendrick immediately changes the whole entire tone of the battle. In this song, Kendrick is addressing Drake and his whole family. He basically makes it feel like a whole entire family intervention. He starts off the song by talking to Adonis, telling him that he's sorry that Drake is his father, telling him that Drake is a piece of shit, and even offering to be a mentor to him. This nigga Kendrick swear he caned him.
He did that shit. Guilty as fuck.
He then addresses his parents and basically blames his dad for Drake being a piece of shit. And then this one Kendrick start wilding. He accuses Drake and niggas on OVO of sex trafficking. Now, when I heard that, I was speechless. My nigga, you could hear the sound of my jaw hitting the ground from a mile away. Nigga, I was acting like Tony Soprano after he saw Uncle Ben. And just when you think things couldn't get any crazier, in the third verse, Kendrick is rapping to this nigga's alleged daughter. And if you heard that song, I'm pretty sure you and me had the same reaction. You was probably shocked, and you was probably thinking, wait, this nigga got a daughter? Trust and believe I had to pause the damn song after I heard that. Cause I mean, damn nigga, you hiding another kid? So yeah, man, in verse 3, Kendrick introduces Drake's alleged daughter. And just like the first verse with Adonis, Kendrick is talking to her, talking about her dad, and basically apologizing for this nigga being her father. I swear to God, every time this nigga get into a beef, it turned into Maury. Take care of your kids, Aubrey. Stop waiting on niggas to diss you. Like, god damn. Now, on the fourth and final verse, Kendrick is talking directly to Drake. And I'ma just be real. This whole entire verse is magical, nigga. Because this nigga Kendrick was really talking to this nigga's soul. He was really dissecting all of his flaws, all of his insecurities, and his tone and delivery was just the cherry on top. Now, I mean, Kendrick's tone and delivery was good on all the other songs, but you can tell he was being really intentional with it on this verse. Cause towards the end, it didn't even sound like this nigga was rapping anymore. It felt like this nigga was putting a curse on his ass or something. Especially when it got to the parts where he kept saying that he was lying. I don't know, man. I think the whole entire song is great, but as you can tell, that final verse is probably my favorite. Now, when this song first dropped, everybody was shocked, disturbed, and a lot of niggas was scared about what might happen next. I mean, let's keep it real. This nigga was saying some crazy stuff on this song, and he made some heavy accusations. Now, Drake did run to Instagram to deny having a kid. My nigga, why ain't you deny all the other allegations? What the fuck? Hey yo, I mean, out of everything that was said in that song, the daughter part really ain't the wildest part. Why he so quick to dismiss that but nothing else? Look, man, I don't know. I digress. So yeah, man, like I said, niggas was actually shocked when this song dropped, and we ain't know what was gonna happen next. Because the tone of that whole entire song was dark as hell. It felt like a damn nightmare. But then, the very next day, this nigga Kendrick Lamar drops another damn song. And the song I'm talking about is called Not Like Us. But y'all niggas already knew that because they playing this song everywhere. Now this song got a completely different tone than Meet the Grams. Now don't get me wrong, he's still calling this nigga a creep. However, the tone of this song is way more playful and fun. Like bro, Kendrick had nothing but jokes for this nigga. And once again, Kendrick raps about Drake not having no culture. He even raps about this nigga leeching on Atlanta rappers. I mean, overall, I like this song a lot. The jokes and the disses were funny, and I like that he dropped this song after Meet the Grams. Cause like I said before, Meet the Grams is a scary ass song. I'm glad he followed it up with a fun track. Now Drake made a response to this, and his response was called The Heart Part 6, and I'm pretty sure y'all already know this is a reference to Kendrick's The Heart series, and I'm gonna keep it all the way 100 with y'all. He really should have kept this song to himself. Now remember earlier in the video, I was giving Family Matters so much praise. I said it was a dope ass song. This song ain't nowhere near close to that. Like dead ass, I was mad that Drake dropped this song. On God, whoever wrote this song for him need to get their ass whooped. And if he wrote this song, he need to get his ass whooped. Now in this song, Drake attempts to address everything Kendrick was saying, and Drake also doubles down on the things that he was saying on Family Matters. However, I think he did it poorly. Cause remember earlier in my video, when I said that Kendrick said that there's a mole in OVO, Drake actually addresses that in this song. He alleges that Kendrick is getting his information from some clowns, and then a few lines later says that he gave him the information. My nigga, you gotta proofread these things, dog. Cause what the hell? He also attempts to address the pedo accusations by making a reference to the song Mother I Sober. He said that's the record where you say you got molested. This the trauma from your own confessions. Anybody that actually listened to that song knows that Kendrick never said that he was the one that got molested. It was actually his mom who was sexually abused by the hands of a family member. And in the song, Kendrick's mom thought that he got molested by his cousin due to the trauma that she experienced. Now I don't know if Drake actually did listen to the song and was just saying that to throw people off, but either way, I think that was a goofy ass angle to take. He starts saying that he can't be a pedo because he's too famous. What? Why would you say that? We are literally witnessing the downfall of Diddy. That wasn't a smart thing to say. This nigga also bring up Millie Bobby Brown when nobody else brought up Millie Bobby Brown. He brings up Dave Free and Whitney again. He points out how Kendrick and Whitney aren't following each other on social media, and how Dave Free left a heart emoji on one of Whitney's pictures, and basically says that he doesn't want to go back and forth anymore, saying Kendrick got this whole thing burnt out. Man, listen, I used to praise Drake for being strategic, but this battle made me realize that I gave this nigga too much credit. This nigga a dumbass for dropping this song. In the very first song Kendrick dropped, dissing Drake, he says that Drake is a liar and a manipulator. And what does his dumbass do? Lie and manipulate. Now niggas lying in rap battles isn't new, but if you're gonna lie about something that's believable and something that's hard to prove or disprove. This nigga lying about stuff that we can easily Google, and his dumbass gonna say at the very end of the song that everything he said was facts. The niggas in OVO must actually hate this nigga, cause there ain't no way in the world they let this nigga put this out. And in all of Drake's diss songs, he proves Kendrick's point. This nigga was lying. And we know this because Jerry the Mouse admitted that Drake lied about feeding the fake information with his dumb ass. He was lying about Whitney and Dave Free. Cause nigga, look at Kendrick's kids. They look just like this nigga. Dave Free leaving that emoji on Whitney's picture ain't really that crazy to me because Kendrick, Dave, and Whitney have known each other since they was in high school. I'm pretty sure Dave looks at her as family. And truthfully, in my opinion, I don't really think it's a big deal that they don't follow each other on social media because they never did. A lot of these celebrities don't even be running their own social media for real. Maybe that's why they don't follow each other. But I don't know. To me, it ain't no big deal. He most likely was lying about the domestic violence because I couldn't find no real evidence on it. Only thing I could find was the rumor from 2014 about Kendrick beating up some lady in a hotel, but that turned out to be false. And Kendrick also said it was false on the Breakfast Club. Not to mention, Whitney's brother has been real supportive of Kendrick throughout this whole entire beef. I don't think he would be if he was hitting his sister. So Drake probably heard that rumor and tried to use that against him. But as y'all can see, people wasn't really going for it. Now I see a lot of people say that nobody is questioning the things that Kendrick is saying because we can point out some of the things that Drake is saying and assume that those are lies. But when it comes to the things that Kendrick is saying, a lot of us are quick to believe it. And in my opinion, I think there's a reason for that. Cause listen, we don't know for sure if Drake is trafficking, but we do know he a weird ass nigga. I don't care if you a fan or not. A nigga in his 30s texting a 14-year-old, giving her dating advice, saying that he miss her is weird as hell. Not to mention this nigga has said and did a lot of weird ass things.
I have no Valentine.
You have no Valentine?
Except for those two little girls from the Helen Show.
What you say, bitch?
Not to mention, in the middle of this beef, fans have posted an old video of Drake being real weird around the 17-year-old on stage. And lastly, Baca actually does have a weird case. So dog, it ain't like this stuff is coming out of nowhere. I mean, we don't know for sure if all the things that Kendrick said Drake is doing is true. However, shouldn't nobody be surprised if it is. Based off of what we see and based off of all the rich, powerful men that we've been seeing get exposed for their behavior, I wouldn't be surprised.
Y'all gonna look back one day and say, oh, it was right there.
And at this point, it should be evident Kendrick Lamar won this battle. Now, most people would agree with me, but there is a lot of niggas that are delusional and try to argue that Drake won. And y'all niggas sound crazy as hell to me. The only people I see saying Drake won is the die-hard Drake stans, and every single argument that they try to use as a reason on why they think Drake won doesn't make sense. In all honesty, I think they're just saying that because they wanted Drake to win. Now let's think about this for a second. Imagine if the roles were reversed. Imagine if Drake out-rapped a nigga, dropped 2 diss songs back to back on a nigga, and made a club song where everybody in the world is dancing and singing along to a song dissing a nigga. Now Drake did that, there wouldn't even be no debate about who won that battle. But wait a minute, the nigga already did do that when he was dissing Meek Mill. There ain't nobody on God's green earth that said Meek Mill won that battle against Drake. Not only did Kendrick outsmart Drake and use his own tactics against him, I would make the argument that he did his tactics better than him. I know a lot of Drake stans might be mad at me for saying that, but it's low-key true. He did a back-to-back on this nigga twice. This nigga's diss songs have outsold Family Matters. My nigga, Not Like Us outsold God's Plan. And what's funny is, when Drake made back-to-back, niggas was in the club singing along and dancing to a diss song towards Meek. Now niggas is singing along and dancing to a song that's dissing Drake. This whole entire beef sounds like karma towards Drake. He beat him at his own game, and he had this nigga sounding real defensive on the last diss song. Now I gotta keep seeing y'all niggas make up conspiracy theories about this whole entire beef. Bro, the nigga lost. It's okay. Like, y'all niggas dead ass trying to say that Kendrick was using bots, as if this nigga does not have a big fan base. Just cause y'all niggas don't listen to him, don't mean other people don't listen to him. The nigga lost fair and square. It's okay, man. You win some, you lose some, but you live to see another day.
The fuck up with this shit. Yeah. Enough capping. Your nigga lost. It's over. Have you landed? It is over.
Anyways, I'm sure y'all already know this nigga performed in California on Juneteenth. He brought out several West Coast artists and legends. And I gotta say this, as a die-hard hip-hop fan, I wanted to shed tears of joy. It was just beautiful to watch. I thought the show was legendary. Kendrick opened up his set by performing Euphoria, and he also played a lot of his hit songs afterwards. He also ended up bringing Black Hippie out. Now, I've been a fan of Black Hippie since I was in high school, so I was real happy to see that. And of course, the last song that he performed was Not Like Us. Now, the energy in that crowd was going crazy when he performed that. I mean, this nigga performed the song 5 goddamn times. And each time he performed it, the crowd got even more excited. He then invited everybody who performed to come on stage with him, and they eventually took this legendary ass picture. Now Kendrick got rival gangs to unite and be on stage with him. Not only does it address one of Drake's bars, but it became a legendary moment in hip hop, and it showed how much of an impact he is to the culture. Also, I want to bring up the fact that Whitney was in the crowd with their kids, and Dave Free was one of the producers, and that alone just kills a lot of narratives I seen circulating on social media. Boy, Kendrick killed this nigga. Not Like Us was the funeral, and the concert was the repad. Now, I would like to believe that this beef is officially over. However, Kendrick filmed his video for Not Like Us, and now there's rumors circulating that Drake will drop a diss song after Kendrick drops the video. Dog, in my opinion, Drake should just leave it alone, cause nigga Stevie Wonder could see that nigga Kendrick got more in the chamber. Not only has there been rumors circulating that Kendrick had 10 diss songs written, he even said it on Not Like Us. On top of that, I don't even think Drake in his right mind right now. This nigga making Weird Al Yankovic ass songs. This nigga rapping over BBL Drizzy. I don't think he in the right mind to battle. I just think he should leave it alone and focus on making good music, cause all this stuff I see him doing now, I don't think is helping. But hey, it is what it is. I do hope this beef is over though, cause as a hip hop fan, I've been real excited from this whole entire situation. But as a YouTuber, nigga, I've been exhausted. Nigga, it's been so many things that's been going on with this beef. It's been things I ain't even mentioned. Like I didn't even mention Ebony Prince, but bro, that just might have to be another video by itself, cause I'm pretty much done with this one. Now I know there still might be some niggas that disagree with me or want to argue with me about something. Look nigga, at this point, y'all got it. I ain't going back and forth with none of you niggas. But anyway, I know I was going for a minute. A nigga got a lot of stuff going on in real life, so you know how I be. That's why I made this long ass video. I wanted to give y'all something long while y'all wait. Hey, yo. So all the Drake stands out there, I understand if you upset that your favorite rapper lost, but y'all ain't gotta start wilding out like this nigga Maul. Like bro, it's cool if you irritated, and all jokes aside, it's cool if you disagree. We all got opinions. Just don't start wilding like this nigga Maul, like for real. He been doing too much throughout this whole entire battle. So kids, don't grow up to be this man. But anyways, that's all I got for y'all. I got another long ass video for y'all that's gonna be coming soon, so be on the lookout for that. But anyways, I'm gonna shut my dumb ass up. Peace.